This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Dr. Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is my friend Brad Summers from Boys and Girls Club of Alpena. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, Nancy.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
And you had a fantastic year last year.
Oh, it was, we hit a lot of really great initiatives and numbers and goals. You know, and it's given us a great platform to hit 2019 and do some really great things and expound on some of the great things that we've been able to accomplish. You know, when it comes to teen initiatives, to the programming, the educational components that we're helping the kids with. You know, it's nice to build upon success. But, you know, like I say, every time I come here, the only reason that we are in a position for success is because of this community and the supportive nature of the people that live here. You know, we can write grants and everything, and we can, you know, beg for money, but, you know, when it comes to people donating snacks and refreshments for the kids and being able to free up some of our operating funds so that we can provide training for the staff and we can provide those funds for those initiatives, it makes for a very successful year, and 2019 is going to continue that.
And you know, Brad, you get to do all that fun stuff plus get a hot meal every day for $10 per youth for the school year or $20 for the entire year. Wow.
Yeah, wow. You know, we actually did a study in 2018. It costs about $250 for a child to attend our facility. And that's just taking a simple mathematics of our operating budget divided by the 1,218 kids that we see every year. So, you know, for the $20 that you're getting, you know, that you pay for a yearly membership, you're definitely getting your money's worth. You know, with daycare costs on the rise, with, you know, after school programs costing money and extracurriculars, you know, for $20 a year to have your kid fed in a supervised environment with caring, trained professionals, and being able to run around in a full-size gym and have all kinds of recreational opportunities is what we strive to do, and we want to make that the lowest cost we possibly can. And
you're having some great success with your teens and tweens events.
Oh my goodness. So, you know, we used to think if we were getting 20 or 30 teens on a teen night, we were doing pretty well. You know, and it's starting to become the point where we're seeing 75, 80 kids.
Wow.
You know, which is huge, because especially during this time of year where you get a little stir crazy, it's cold outside, you know, there's not a whole lot that you can do in negative 30-degree weather.
Exactly.
So we're, you know, it's pretty neat to be able to open up our doors on a Friday night for a couple hours or a few hours and have the kids have pizza and, you know, all the wonderful donations and snacks that we're able to provide, and let the kids run around, play basketball and socialize outside of the school environment is pretty cool. You know, and it's a testament to the staff that we have. All the youth development professionals and the unit director work very hard to engage the kids and recruit and tell them about it and pass this information on, and it's pretty neat when the kids take advantage of it and are in our facility.
Wonderful. And I know a new program, Money Matters Entrepreneurial Classes. Tell me about that.
So Jennifer Digna, the unit director, this was kind of her baby. She's really excited to be able to provide young adults and some as young as 10 years old with the opportunities to learn about finances and how to move forward, how to start a checking account, how to use a checkbook, how, you know, what an APR and APY and, you know, what interest rates are, you know, the basic things that, you know, you and I might take for granted. Younger kids who are going into college and going on to that next level may not have that basis of understanding. So for us to be able to provide these resources to the kids just works into our mission is, you know, making them productive, responsible citizens.
And just because you have checks doesn't mean you have money.
Yeah, that's amazing. You know, we do a pre and post test. You know, some of the questions are along those lines, like if you only have $4 in your bank account and you write a check for $20, what happens?
Ooh.
And, you know, kids just think it's like handing a $1 bill or a $20 bill, you know, and put whatever you want on there. But, you know, for them to see the aha moment and that light bulb go on, it's pretty cool. And We've had great participation and great volunteers helping out as well. So.
And your big fundraiser bowling tournament coming up.
Yep, that's March 15th.
Okay.
This is our Magic of Mentoring Bowling fundraiser. It helps provide funds for the club's Club Bigs program, which provides mentoring opportunities for kids in the community. And it's a lot of fun. It's always a St. Patrick's Day theme. We always just put it out there for any sponsorships or donations. We'll be in contact with you very shortly, but it's a wonderful opportunity. It helps provide gas cards for volunteers who go out to some of the outlier schools and volunteer with the kids. It helps us buy games. It helps us just do with the training with the staff and volunteers and the orientation, provide manuals. And even sometimes background checks to make sure that we have to background check anybody over the age of 18 that comes into our building. So, which is a real big expense because we have a lot of we have a good amount of volunteers. So, it's these funds are crucial to continuing the program.
Okay, and then STEM, that's still going strong?
Yes. So we just ended actually our beginning of the winter classes, and now we're starting the next round. We have some awesome volunteers, an individual, a retired engineer that's been coming in, providing his time, that knows a heck of a lot more than myself or the staff about STEM. I can help out with mathematics, but that's about it. The STEM programming is, it's big right now. The kids are really interested in it. It's hands-on, it's visual. The kids are learning a lot. It's a lot of fun, and they start with a beginning project and follow through all the way to the end. So it's a really neat process to see from the beginning to finish. And the kids are so proud when they build something that's functional, that can roll or crawl or grab something and pull. It's pretty neat, and it's a lot of fun to watch.
It would be. So what are your hours this time of year, Brad?
We're open Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. till 6 p.m.
Okay.
And we're open for any kids from ages of 6 to 18, and of course homebound students are always welcome as well.
Okay, and call ahead if there's inclement weather just to make sure before you get there.
Absolutely. There'll always be something, especially check our Facebook page. Okay. Under BGC Alpena. We always put updates on there. But always feel free to call. There's always a message or some way to get a hold of us.
356-0214.
You'll always get it.
Okay. Thank you so much, Brad. I look forward to talking to you next month.
Thank you, Nancy.
I'll be right back with some information from Hope Shores Alliance following these messages. Hi, welcome back. I'm with Jillian Ferguson from Hope Shores Alliance. Hi, Jillian.
Hi.
Lots going on at Hope Shores Alliance all the time.
Always, yeah.
And the next thing coming up is February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. Why is this month important?
Oh, for a multitude of reasons. I think that there's a general misunderstanding when it comes to teen dating. Sometimes people don't realize just how common it is, but in all reality, 1 in 3 high school students report being in a teen dating violence situation. So just knowing that it's happening and then taking it seriously when we're seeing it, there's a tendency, I think, to kind of downplay things or just boys will be boys or that kind of mindset. But just taking it seriously when you're seeing it and reaching out to our youth and having honest conversations with them about what this looks like.
So that they know, like, hey, this isn't the way it's supposed to be, and if I say no, no means no. And
absolutely. And I mean, there's such a tendency in general for media to glorify or portray this power and control dynamic as something that's good, like over jealousy or checking in, and it's a sign of love. But in all reality, it's not a sign of a health. Yeah, exactly, stalking. And we just came out of Stalking Awareness Month in January, and then we're going right into Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month too. And just really important, those are often linked so closely. So to talk about that and to let our teens know that jealousy is not a sign of love, and that's not what a healthy relationship looks like.
And what can we as community members do to spread information or help combat dating violence?
Yeah, I think in a big way, it's up to parents and educators to have these conversations with the youth. It can be kind of scary to be talking about dating with teens because it's something that we don't always enjoy talking about, but it's never too early to start having honest, transparent conversations. I mean, even kids on the playground, if 2 kids are jumping rope, for example, and the kid understands that if one of them wants to leave and play on the slide, you can't force them to continue jumping rope. I mean, that's a conversation about consent right there. sure. And so just reaching our youth before it becomes, I don't want to say too late because it's never too late, but patterns that develop now and behavior that develops now can continue to lead on to bad behaviors in the future. So if we allow abuse to go unchecked now in relationships, who knows what if they'll turn into abuser later in life as well. Yeah.
Very good.
So just having honest conversations, I think.
Now, I know you have some events coming up.
Yeah, absolutely. So in terms of teen dating awareness, February 12th is Wear Orange Day, and that's just a way to show solidarity against teen dating violence. And then also, really exciting, we have a masquerade ball that we're putting on with friends together.
Yes, and you brought a poster today. You want to hold that up for us?
Absolutely. So this is happening February 23rd, excuse me. Tickets are $25, which you can acquire by calling Hope Shores or Friends Together. And it's going to be a lot of fun. There's DJ and dancing and a photo booth and hors d'oeuvres. There's just lots, and a cash bar. You do have to be 21 to enter.
Okay.
But I think it's just a good excuse to get dressed up and have fun and dance and support a good cause at the same time.
It's from 6 to 10 p.m. It's at the Knights of Columbus Hall. Yeah. And the music is by Donna Rusano. Donna does a wonderful job.
Yeah, yeah.
And tickets are available at Hope Shores Alliance or Friends Together.
Yeah.
And the proceeds will benefit Hope Shores Alliance and Friends Together, two great organizations in our community.
Yeah, I think anytime that we're able to build these partnerships with one another and kind of work together, because we're all trying to better our community, right? And that's what all these organizations in Alpena are doing. And so anytime that we can partner with somebody and put on a great event like this, and the fact that the proceeds and the benefits go to both of us, I think is really great.
Yay.
Yeah.
And you're the person at Hope Shores Alliance that is the sexual assault coordinator?
I am, sexual assault program coordinator. I just stepped into that position and I'm really excited about it. We're revitalizing our sexual assault program because we saw a 43% increase of services that we've been providing from last year. And so we recognized a need that we're seeing more survivors of sexual assault. And so we just kind of revitalized that program and put more money, more people, more time, more training into that so that we can properly serve survivors in our community. Yeah.
Now, what counties do you cover?
We cover 5 counties. It's a big area. So Montmorency, Alcona, Iosco, Alpena, and Presque Isle are the counties that we cover. Yeah.
And you know, sexual assault can take many different forms too.
Yeah, it can.
And so people just need to also be aware of that and just say, hey, this isn't right, I don't feel comfortable about this. And there's always advocates at Hope Shores Alliance to meet with them and help them answer questions or help them move through the process of filing a complaint or whatever needs to be done.
Yeah, it's whatever that looks like. And I think I always just circle back into, you don't have to pass judgments or know exactly what sexual assault looks like, because it just comes down to believing, supporting, and validating survivors, letting them know that we're here for them and we believe them, and then offering whatever support we need to in that moment.
And also Hope Shores Alliance is known for its wonderful support of domestic violence people in our community, and there's lots of supports and services for domestic violence.
Absolutely, yep. We have a safe house and we have advocates on standby to help anyone in a domestic violence situation and get you the resources and empowerment that that the survivors are looking for.
And I know Hope Shores Alliance always has a need for volunteers.
Always, yeah. Natalie Francis is our volunteer coordinator. She's incredible. We need volunteers not only to do like behind the scenes stuff, but also direct services and childcare. And I mean, it just, it's no cookie cutter thing that survivors need. So just volunteers to fill in those gaps, or we can't. And we just so appreciate how supportive our volunteers are and how dedicated and incredible they are. They do such a great job.
And office volunteers and fundraising volunteers, people to work in the safe homes, people to just do so many things, mailings, and just lots of wonderful things. So if you don't have a large commitment of time, there's still something for you at Hope Shores Alliance.
Oh yeah, we would never turn away a volunteer. There's so much to be done, and especially with such an increase. I mean, our domestic violence services have also increased 20%. So we're just serving more and more survivors, and we just need more people. And we're so grateful for the volunteers that have already stepped up, and look forward to the partnerships we can form with new people moving forward.
So if someone would like you to come and talk to their group or their class or someone about teen dating violence, what's the best way to reach you?
Yeah, you can email me, jferguson@hopeshores.org, or you can just call our office and you can get directed to the right person. That is something we're doing this month, is we're working with schools in all 5 counties to try to get a presence there, make some announcements, just to start talking about this issue, because it does need to be talked about. Like I said, it's kind of downplayed sometimes, I think, or not taken as seriously as domestic violence situations, but it's just as serious serious, and it can really greatly affect our youth. 1 in 3, I mean, that's a huge number,
It is a huge
33%,
number.
you know.
It is a huge number.
And we want to be there for them, for survivors of that, just as much as we want to be there for survivors of sexual assault and domestic violence.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Tell everyone at Hope Shores Alliance Happy New Year from all of us here at WBKB TV, and keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster, president of Alpena Community College, and I'm pleased to have as our guest this morning Cindy DeRocher, who wears many hats at ACC. Let me if I get them right. Director of Student Housing, Assistant Athletic Director, and Assistant Women's Basketball Coach.
Correct.
And all those hats you're wearing very, very well, I would say.
Well, thank you.
Well, my pleasure. This is Friday morning of a very historic week. The weather has just been crazy all week, as people know. But last night at Park Arena, we had a really, really neat night. And men's basketball team beat a very good team. What were your thoughts?
It was hot in Park Arena last night. Just so exciting, traveling with the team and watching, practicing with the team, as our men's and women's team do. It's just so exciting to see their growth. They work hard every day, and we knew that this would come, and to see that and to see it gel was just so exciting.
It was. You know, there was practically a full house, which was kind of amazing because the game had to be rescheduled from the night before.
Exactly.
And I think they really enjoyed the way the guys played. They enjoy how the women play as well. And there's a lot of commendable coaching, I think, going on. So let's start with the women. That's the one you're closest to. How are things going from your perspective?
You know, things are going well. You know, we play in an incredibly tough conference and schedule. We're all over the state of Michigan. But like the men, we're starting to gel. We've been in so many games this year of right there of getting busted by a three-point shot with 3 minutes to go to change the momentum. But the ladies keep coming out and fighting hard every day and looking to improve, and we're enjoying ourselves, loving the challenge. And you know, we just finished the first half of our schedule, so we have the second half to go. We got a little bit clearer picture of what's going on. So
yes, the women, I think, are doing a really fine job. You've got, as you noted, the league is remarkably tough, both men and women.
Yes.
And you know, the women have been in several games. I saw the one down at Oakland Community College. That was a game they were right into, right to the very end.
Yep, we've been there in so many of our games that, you know, sometimes it's just that the ball would have fell this time. That would have gave us that little extra spark. But very proud of how our ladies are performing, and we're going to keep pushing on here.
You bet. And are you enjoying your time back on the coaching seat?
Yeah, I have to say I love it. I really do. And Coach Allen's so fun to work with, and you know, I can't praise him enough of what he gives to the game, and so we're having a good time. And you know, sometimes you don't always think about this, but last night we've been off because of the snow this week, and one of the players who lives out in Hillman said to me, she's like, man, I didn't think I'd miss the team so much as I have these 4 days. And you know, it really shows of what experience our athletes are getting of being able to play college ball.
That is such a great story, and that's so important. You know, from the stands, I of course love hoop and love to watch them play, and you know, what you and Coach Allen are doing in terms of, you know, guiding them, and also what I see and what folks need to know is that, you know, our girls, our women are doing well academically. You know, we don't have a lot of ineligible students from the first to the second semester, as many teams in our league do.
Yep, and you know, sometimes we forget that they're going to this class, and for example, we miss one of our players 1 day a week because she's taking her nursing clinicals, and she's she's in a pretty tough role there of a strenuous program, but we're very proud of her. And she's Jazz Schultz. She's our one sophomore, and we miss her leadership when she's not there. But we're very proud of what she's doing in the classroom and in the nursing program.
Yeah, so that's such a wonderful point. And I see you and Coach Allen emphasizing that, and that is coaching for the right reason, and that is that our athletes are students first. You know, there's never been anyone that, either men or women that I'm aware of, that it's gone into the pro ranks. And so what we're trying to teach is, you know, in a common endeavor that people are working toward, but also the skills to allow them to succeed professionally after school.
Yep.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
To reflect a little bit on the quality of the MCCA Eastern Conference, it's remarkable.
It is remarkable. As you know, last Saturday we went and played at Schoolcraft, and I want to comment about the crowds. Schoolcraft's #1 in the nation in men's basketball, and we walked into their gym and there's no one there.
It's amazing.
But there's on the men's side, there's four teams in the top 15 in the country that play in our conference, and the caliber of basketball is just excellent. On the women's side, we have 2 nationally ranked teams.
Really?
That have played. Well, we played Mid-Michigan twice. They're on the western side, but I think they're in the top 10. And then Muskegon has broken into the national rankings. So great athletes, and we're getting a good experience.
Yeah, well, that is so remarkable. I'm just guessing, but there's probably 400 or 500 schools that have basketball teams in this country. And the idea that the conference we play in has, you know, on the men's side, 4 in the top 15 and 2 on the women's side, and the nationally ranked is just unbelievable. Yeah. So every night the ACC teams are going up against some really, really stout competition.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great athletes. You know, but I think what Coach Jacobs put together in the team last night is just an excellent display of team basketball. And sometimes to overcome that athleticism that the other teams are bringing is great team basketball. Yeah. And it was so good to see.
Absolutely.
And we're very excited about that.
Yes, I love that, and you're right. And Coach DeRocher and Cindy, thank you for what you do for ACC. We really appreciate it. Thank you, folks, for watching Talk of the Town. We'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your host, Nancy Smitham and Dr. Don McMaster. For a list of community events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at WBKB11.com and click on our community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.